So on both sides, you have Hells Angels members, outlaw motorcycle gang members, and members of their puppet clubs, both committing and being victims of violence. And what we want to make sure is that nothing happens in the city of Surrey, but around the Lower Mainland. This weekend, Surrey Police will be working with our partners at CFSU and the various RCMP detachments from around the region, as well as municipal police officers from Delta, Vancouver, Port Moody, and others, just to make sure it's a safe weekend. Anyone who's out this weekend, whether it's in Surrey or at some of the establishments around the Lower Mainland, you should probably expect to see bikers in restaurants, nightclubs, bars. They're here through the weekend. A lot of their activities will probably be taking place at the various clubhouses around the region, whether that's Mission, Haney, White Rock, Coquitlam, which is the Vancouver chapter, or others. There has been an expansion of puppet clubs and puppet club members over recent years. Certainly our friends at CFSU, and when I was at CFSU, we saw a significant expansion. Really it's a recruiting and drive and a succession planning for them. They're the older generation that were the first group of Hells Angels to come in the 80s and early 90s are now aging and retiring out. And so in order for them to keep their program and their enterprise and their criminal organization going, they need that next generation. And then that generation needs the farm team of the next generation after that. So we're seeing many groups come. We've seen puppet clubs from places like Hatzick, Mission City, even here in Surrey. Wally has several puppet clubs that we've seen over the years, and most of them over time, as long as they do and say the right thing with the Hells Angels, they can graduate from what's called a one-piece patch to a two-piece patch, and potentially all the way up to a three-piece patch, and become in some cases a 1% club. Some of their members do go on to join the formal HA program. Much like farm teams in sports, the big club, if you will see people they like, people who do good things for the club, and some of the members. And all of the members of these puppet clubs are affiliated and loyal to certain members in that Hells Angels chapter or clubhouse. And those people will end up doing what's called sponsoring them into the Hells Angels program formally. And they may work their way up through the Hells Angels program, and at some point they may become full patch Hells Angels members themselves.